Who breaks in the house just to smoke?
Somebody wants to kill you. No, because what they're doing, it's not. Listen, okay, I have this.
Better have a cigarette first before I kill this guy.
It could be. Like, he breaks in, he has his murder weapon, he has his cigarettes, and he's like, you know what I want to do before I murder this guy? I just want a nicotine fix.
Greeting. It's Tegan from the Haunting Podcast. If you're brave enough, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a single spooky episode. And now, back to the spooky and ooky.
Hello, and welcome back to the Haunting Podcast. I'm your host, Tegan.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're doing Reddit stories. My favorite topic, personally.
I like them too.
They're fun. They're fun. We just got some nice, simple haunted house ghost stories for you today.
Always good for all of us.
It is. I'm starting off today. Our story is by u/deleted.
My favorite user.
You know, he is in a lot of things.
A little too often, actually. Yeah, you're right.
I was living with my now mother-in-law in a house she had just purchased a few months before. We had all had various weird feelings or experiences in the house, but two really stuck out. Collectively, there were 3 dogs living in the house at the time. One evening, we were all sitting with our backs in the hallway. This is significant. Watching a movie. All of a sudden, my German Shepherd and my Terrier were both perked up their ears and started staring down the hallway behind where we were sitting. I mean, full attention. I noticed and turned around. The light to the hall was off. It was dark. But of course, I didn't see anything. 5 minutes later, they're still staring and now growling. This time, my wife and I turn around, and we both watched as the light switch on the wall gets flipped to on. The dogs went crazy, and so did we.
I would too. I mean, that would flip me out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about my light switch turning on and off.
The dogs aren't happy too, and I trust them more.
Oh, yeah. If my dogs are, I've always said when we go house hunting, I want to take one of the cats with.
You want to take an animal just in case, you know, they can sense that shit.
Yeah, like if they're all freaked out and scared.
For real, though. For real.
I'm not doing it.
For real.
A few weeks later, same scenario. Light is off. We are watching a movie. My German Shepherds love to play fetch, and we always had a million balls around to entertain her. This time, she's staring down the hallway and wagging her tail. This time, we all noticed again and start to watch. I swear to God, a ball, single orange tennis ball, comes rolling down the hallway towards her. We all went white. There were a few other things, but Jesus, I hated that hallway.
Hell no. Oh my God.
I don't know if it's playing fetch with the dog. It might be nice.
It could be doing anything. It doesn't matter. Leaving. Moving.
It could be your own ancestors. It could be your own mother.
I don't give a damn if it's my own ancestors. If it's my ancestors, they should know to stay the hell away. Especially my ancestors. Holy shit.
What if it's just your mom hanging out, you know? Like,
sorry, Mom.
Like, I'm leaving.
Sorry, I put you in the ground. You should stay there.
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to get a visit.
That's so rude.
Call me rude.
Call me rude. It never felt like a bad energy, but my feeble little brain was still scared nonetheless. Edit. One more story. My mom-in-law was having these dreams a few weeks after moving in about the house catching fire and burning to the ground with all of us inside. Horrible. Those sound like dreams that my mom has, honestly.
All I know is I have a bad feeling about the rest of the story.
No, I don't know. We'll have to see. About 3 weeks after these dreams, we woke up one morning and distinctly smelled smoke coming from the house somewhere.
This is why I said that.
I told you. Panicked, we all started searching and eventually came to the garage. On a rafter, we noticed smoke coming off from around the fluorescent light fixture. At that moment, I realized, my God, it's attached directly to this old dried-out beam. Wow. Oh, man, I'd be hunting down that electrician.
I'd be mad too. They said it was old, so I guess someone just
I guess
didn't notice it.
I guess they just don't have it. That or their inspector sucked.
Yeah.
Because how do you get past
100%.
that? I mean, okay. The light was left on all night, and it was clearly burning the rafter ever so slightly. Lights are not supposed to be secured or screwed to to a rafter like that. Yeah.
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 Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we like to think our ghost host was looking out for all of us. After that, her dream stopped. I love this last part. Thanks, Ghosty.
Still don't want to be visited by a ghost, but like, make sure your house is properly inspected.
Yeah, go through it yourself too.
Yeah. So you don't need a paranormal spirit to be like, hey, someone done fucked up here.
Have these horrible dreams about your family dying, so you get the hint.
Yeah, just as a little treat.
A little treat. Don't say thank you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just your friendly neighborhood Casper.
I'm good. All right. So I have a story as well. And this is from user Elementaryfan. I think that is like a show or something.
It's gotta be. I can't think of
It's probably on something on
I don't.
the W.
I can't think of any show named Elementary, but I'm sure there is one.
No idea.
Mhm.
All right. I don't smoke, and I don't have many friends who do, but I keep several ashtrays at home, just in case. So one day, about a year ago, I was looking for some papers and I found one of those ashtrays in one of the cupboards. It was completely empty and quite clean, by the way. I was pretty busy that day, so instead of putting the ashtray back in the cupboard, I just laid it out on the kitchen table and went to do some repair work in the garage. I returned inside the house, and about an hour later, in the ashtray, still lying inside the kitchen table, was filled with cigarette ash. No cigarette butts, just ash. I felt a faint scent of cigarette smoke in the house, definitely not as strong as I would have expected. Judging by the amount of ash, like I said, the ashtray was definitely empty and clean when I found it and put it on the table. I took a kitchen knife and carefully searched the house. Nobody was there. I checked all the doors and windows. They were locked.
I'd probably have that same reaction.
I would too, but at the same time, I'm just like, who breaks in the house just to smoke?
Somebody wants to kill you. No, because what they're doing, it's not. Listen, okay, I have this.
Better
I
have
know
a
this.
cigarette first before I kill this guy.
It could be. Like he breaks in, he has his murder weapon, he has his cigarettes, and he's like, you know what I want to do before I murder this guy? I just want a nicotine fix.
So was he like, how nice
Perfect.
of him to lay out a perfectly clean
ashtray
at the kitchen table?
There's an ashtray here. Maybe he's a smoker too. You don't know.
Oh
All
my
this
God.
man is seen is an ashtray.
I just want to say.
So he smokes. Hold on, wait.
Oh my God, rude.
So he smokes a cigarette, and now he's somewhere in this house hiding.
That would be my first thought personally.
That would
but
be
I know
my
you're
first thought.
very paranoid, so it's fine. It works out for us because we're in a paranormal podcast. Shout out, subscribe. Anyway, if my first thought would have been a ghost, and I'd be like, Nan.
Oh, if it smelled like
If it's
camels, it'd
not-
be like my grandpa.
That would be your
That'd be my
grandpa.
grandpa.
Mine would be Virginia Slims. Virginia Slims, remember that?
Yeah, I do remember Virginia Slims.
Yeah. Quintessential 90s
That is-
fucking cigarette brand.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was Virginia Slims were like the fancy.
Yeah, they were supposed to be like, healthier and skinnier and stuff.
Yeah. But we all know that's not the case.
It's never the case.
Never the case.
Then I searched the house again, checking if any cash or valuables were missing, but it was all there. I called all my friends, even non-smokers, and asked them, did they happen to drop by my house that day? They all said no. I also inspected the locks for damage, but there didn't appear to be any.
Could you imagine just calling up all your friends? Hey, there's just like mysterious ash in my ashtray in the kitchen. Were you here?
Did you happen to just enter my house without me noticing and just light up a cigarette or something?
Hello, non-smoker friend.
Did you decide to try smoking today at my house?
Just random question.
Yeah, just shot in the dark. I also inspected the locks for damage, but there didn't appear to be any. I changed the locks, just in case, and had trouble sleeping for days afterwards. I actually stored the ash in the bag and still keep it in the drawer, just in case. Though I doubt it would actually resolve or prove anything.
I would actually tend to agree with that. I don't know why you're keeping the ash.
He's just trying to be thorough. Maybe he's an amateur investigator. I kind of am.
I feel like I feel like this is like some kind of just like addiction. Now he's gonna have like the crime scene board with all of the
Mysterious Ash, number
yeah,
one.
and got that connected to like a
So
piece of yarn that points to like your house on a map.
God, it's like the beginning of a madman. The day after the bizarre incident, a murder took place in my neighborhood. A mentally disturbed girl with a history of drug abuse stabbed a convenience store cashier to death following an argument over a pack of cigarettes. It is very likely unrelated, but sometimes I wonder. I do keep spare keys in the yard, in front of the door, or anything like that, in case someone is wandering.
I mean, yeah, that is a good idea, but like who would break it? Who would find the key, unlock the door, go smoke a cigarette in the house, leave, lock the door back up, put it back under the mat, and then just go?
You know, whom among us wouldn't do that, right? I mean, like, isn't that just a Friday or something to a lot of
Somebody's
people?
just like, I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette in this random person's house and then leave.
Yeah, but can you imagine if it really was that chick and you'd just be like, man,
Oh my goodness.
freak me the hell out.
Freak me the hell
Hell
out.
no, bro.
Oh my god. All right, our next story is from OK-Bykoot-9445. That's some name.
Rolls off the tongue.
Very easy to say. Okay, so this might be a long story, and I have never ever shared it before on this Reddit, but it's 100% true. My dad can absolutely attest to this.
I
Here it
believe
goes.
you.
I know he's very insistent.
Very
This person is
insistent.
very
It
insistent.
must be true.
This happened when I was about 10 years old. It had always been known that the family who lived in my childhood home before us had had a daughter who passed away from cancer at a very young age. She did not pass away in the house, but in a local hospital. I had always gotten weird vibes in the house, but only in the basement. I grew up in the house from the ages of 3 to 18. My basement had a little makeshift basketball court in it, and I would shoot hoops nightly down there. We had a huge black stereo that I would listen to music on while shooting hoops.
That's awesome. I wish my childhood home had that.
Yeah, I know. That would be like, that was
That'd
like
be
the thing.
cool as shit.
I remember going to a couple friends' houses who had like really fancy basements with like that kind of stuff in it, and I was always just like,
my cousins had a pinball arcade. It was awesome.
yeah. That kind of stuff was always amazing.
Yes.
For some reason, every single time I had gotten done shooting hoops, I would absolutely storm up the stairs of the basement and refuse to look into this particular corner of it because I have always had the feeling like I was being watched by someone or something. You know that feeling? So much to the point that I had convinced myself that if I were to look in that corner while I was walking up the stairs, I would see someone standing there. I would not want to go back in my basement if I had to do that every time.
Nope. Especially if they're like, okay, it's in the middle of the night. Can you turn off the lights down there? Nope.
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 They're staying
I'm not
on all
going down
night.
there. I know.
Your electricity bill is going
Yeah,
up.
sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
One night after shooting hoops, I went upstairs and got into bed to get ready for sleep. My dad and I laid down at the exact same time in separate rooms, though. Okay? I can't make this up.
Sounds pretty normal to me.
Yeah, right. I would hope so. I can't make this up. Within a minute of laying down, my dad came knocking on the door and told me that I forgot to turn the stereo off. I literally had no idea what he was talking about because I sure did. He said, the stereo is absolutely blaring. He went down to the basement, and the stereo was blaring into the pitch dark. This story gets even more wild. About a week later, not even maybe, I got done shooting hoops again, and I laid in bed. I kid you not. You can ask my dad. I need to know who this man's dad is.
I
If
know.
he
Is
has
he
a
like
Reddit.
on Reddit or
Like,
something? Like, what is happening?
I want to know. I want to like message him and be like, hey.
Hey. I need like confirmation on this story.
Is this real life?
You must tell us.
As I laid in bed, I started hearing what sounded like bouncing. I could hear the noise coming through the vent in the corner of my room. I put my ear up to the vent, and all of a sudden, I understood what I was hearing and froze. My basketball was dribbling. I ran to my dad's room. He put his ear up to the vent and heard the same exact thing. He went downstairs to the basement, and this time it was still and quiet. No sounds, no dribbling, just darkness.
Fuck that. Sorry. Fuck that. Nope. That is like
That's
move the fridge in front of the basement door
door.
type shit. I'm sorry.
Could you imagine if you did
No, I
have
don't
that?
want to imagine.
And then every night you just hear a ball dribbling in your basement? I'd have to move
That's
entirely.
move worthy.
Yeah.
That's I'm sorry. That's selling the house. Don't tell the realtor this stuff. But
What if it
like,
goes through the vents and it's just standing in your room?
see, I wouldn't take the chance of another night, you know?
Well, you only said move a fridge in front of a door.
Apparently they lived there for 15 years, so screw that.
To this day, my dad and I will joke about it every now and then. There you go. They joke about it.
I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't have been there.
By the way, this happened about 20 years ago, so they've been living in the house for a while. Sounds like the dad still does. But it's something that we will both never forget, permanently etched into our memories and minds, that's for sure. I've never posted on the subreddit before, and I had no idea it existed until tonight, but I had always been wanting to share this story. I experienced it in my youth and thought that it would be the perfect place. Thanks for reading. First of all, I feel like this man is about middle-aged.
He
There's
probably
nothing
must
against
be,
this.
yeah.
And I need to know how old his father is. I need to know
enough, I
his
guess.
Reddit. I need to know his Reddit.
I need to know I need confirmation on this.
I really do.
I need to know he figured out, like, maybe it was a raccoon, a raking. Who knows?
Yeah, we've had those before. They do make a lot of noise.
And they do like to dribble.
They do.
Yes. All right. Well, my next story and the last story is from user daddysinged. Continuing on that daddy theme.
Maybe this is the dad.
Maybe. Let me start off by saying that I don't believe in ghosts, yet I'm still scared of ghosts. Feels.
I was going to say, that sounds like you, honey.
That's probably how I was started off. If that makes any sense whatsoever, it does to me. At our old house, my cousin lived with us because he was a recovering druggie. He relapsed after a little. He would sleep in our basement and had an Xbox and everything down there. I've always wanted to sleep down there, but he had college a lot, so I didn't want to bother him.
Oh, I would be the sibling bothering him. I'd be like, I don't care about your college.
Yeah, I live that every day.
Yep, you do.
After he moves out, he took his Xbox. Rip. I wanted to sleep down there, but was too scared. My sister said she would join me sleeping down there, so it was less creepy. This went on for about a week until I felt comfortable down there. After a few days of me being alone down there, I wake up very terrified of what seemed like nothing. Suddenly, I start seeing about 10 or so black figures running towards me.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, that would...
Pretty shocking.
I would be like a deer in the headlights, though. Like, you know what? It just like takes
that's
me
like
back.
A sleep paralysis thing, you know? Yeah. No.
Oh dear.
They were coming from our staircase, so there was no way to nope out of there. I started screaming as loud as I possibly could. I think I temporarily blew out my voice for a few hours. I remember screaming for my mom, dad, and sister, or anyone at all who would come to get me. I was crying too. Feels.
Yeah, I too would be crying.
Feels. I woke up the next day and immediately ran upstairs and asked my mom if she heard me. My dad left for work already. She said that she didn't hear me at all. There were only 3 explanations I could think of. 1, I was getting bamboozled by ghosts. 2, sleep paralysis. Called it. 3, I was up too late and my mind was tricking me.
I'm going to go with it's more than likely like 2 or 3, but I really like the thought of him getting bamboozled by ghosts.
I think it's going to be 2, the sleep paralysis, because I called it. I just want to be right about it.
You just want to be right?
I just want to be right
I
about it.
just really like the word bamboozled.
I was bamboozled.
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 Oh. So that is all we have for you tonight. So on that note, guys, stay spooky.
Stay spooky and sleep tight, folks.